Hello, RPG Limit Break. Say hi, Azaro. Azaro's in chat. He is one of the best runners at this game. We're playing World of Warcraft today. We're submitting for the marathon later this year. And part of that is I wanted to play a game that doesn't get shown in marathons a lot. I think it's a really neat thing to be able to highlight an MMO. We're not going to be playing the whole game. We're going to be playing what is basically an eye level. This is an IL. This is the starting zone, Exile's Reach. It does some good. It does a self-contained story, has a dungeon in it. It's a pretty well constructed first introduction to WoW, and in fact, it will be your first introduction to WoW if you've never played the game before. This is what you would first be exposed to when playing retail. We'll get into it. First off, for incentives, big, bulky, or light and thin, either makes no difference for the quality of the run. If you want to make that a bid war, you can. I'm naming this Speedrun I because I name mine as increments. We are going to deal with that bot with extreme prejudice. Cool. Solved. Read the room. Exile's Reach is what we're starting. So, a couple of things. We go to add-ons. We do run an add-on in this. We run Quick Quest. This makes it so that when we go to pick up or turn in a quest, it's automated. It's done extremely quickly. We don't have to fiddle around looking for the button. Add-ons are a core part of the World of Warcraft experience at this point. The add-on community is large, extensive, makes a bunch of different things to handle a bunch of different qualities of life. Sometimes it could be a little detrimental in terms of making things a little too easy in places, but it's also an accessibility thing, so I'm not going to sit here and judge it. It's made my life easier. I've enjoyed using them. When I want a greater challenge, I don't use them for fights as much, but, you know, they're a good thing. They are beneficial. And to showcase it here is only proper. We're going to go into this, and it's a New Game Plus run, and I'll explain what that means for the purposes of this. So this is a New Game Plus run. I have a character that I have 5 max level characters, which are giving me plus 50%, plus 25%.
You are a soldier of the Noble Alliance. A coalition of kingdoms upholding the ideals of valor and justice across Azeroth.
I have
an Alliance expedition sent to explore an uncharted island has recently gone missing.
Normally you have to hit level 10 first.
As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission departing from Stormwind.
It also means that you're
find the lost expedition members and bring them home.
So that's what the New Game Plus
for
is.
The Alliance.
That gear also provides a couple extra benefits. We will go into it as we go through this. So I'm going to go ahead and hit F1. We're going to get started. Options. So the first thing we do is we go here, we go to auto loot is turned on, we go to interface, we're going to turn off tutorials. Now we're going to run up here.
Step forward.
We're going to accept this quest.
I need everyone in top form if we're to complete this mission. Show me what you can do.
And we are going to go to heirlooms, and we are going to start making one of these.
Next. That's odd. We weren't expecting rain. The Alliance leaves no one behind. Private Cole will run you through the rest of the drills.
Let's move into sparring
Gonna make
positions.
the rest of these.
I'll let you have the first strike. Never run from your opponent. Remember to always face your enemy. I yield. Oh.
And now we have all our
ready for whatever we
have all of those, which is great. So those are our heirlooms. We're going to run through here. We're going to go to general. We're going to drag Dark Flight onto my bar. Not exactly where I like to put it, but that's fine. We're going to go here. We're going to turn in this quest. And that is the boat done. Quillbore is next. So we have to do some stuff on the beach. And we have a mount that we can use. So we're going to grab that. And we're going to turn this quest in.
Murlocs are dangerous in large numbers.
We're going to immediately mount up.
Take back our supplies, but avoid fighting too many of them at once.
we're going to immediately get these two. So that's first aid. That's 2 of our 6 first aid kits. And that's the rest of them. We're gonna hop on here. We're gonna start running back, and we're gonna have to turn this quest in. When we turn this quest in, we're gonna immediately start healing
The Alliance
these
leaves no one behind.
The storm. We'll run into these throughout the events of the starting zone.
Don't
Keela
worry.
is a
find the
Pandaren
expedition.
who will be helping us out. Austin Huxworth is a Worgen like
Never
us, and
seen a
teaches us how to be a
storm
hunter.
like that.
And then Blorn
Nasty
Stoutlands
storm.
is a
It must have hit
dwarf
the
who we'll
first
also
boat,
be
too.
interacting with. So next up, we mount up. And this is a really strong start, actually.
We'll find that missing expedition.
Because we have a mount,
You
we move
three,
twice as
scour
fast.
the island for any
now,
sign of the
moving twice as
expedition.
fast is really helpful
Recruit,
here because we're
you and
covering
I
a
will scout
large
ahead.
swath of area. So every second we're on here would be 2 if we were on foot. Because we have a mount,
The
Captain Dirk
Alliance
also
leaves
has
no
a
one
mount. She
behind.
normally doesn't in this area. But we get the benefit of her having one. So we're going to turn this quest in, we're going to accept this next quest, and we're going to start getting to work
You would come.
shooting things.
Of course I did. He's my son. But more than that, he's a soldier of the Alliance. We leave no one behind.
And we go ahead, we get all 5 of our meat. We're going to come back through here, and we're going to cook it. This is the introduction to cooking. Now, normally,
Quill boy
you would actually be pulling up
ambushed
that
us.
cooking through a
We'll head
menu,
north and rendezvous with the others.
of a
Ilaria,
professional
recover
menu.
your
I didn't
stamina
realize I
before
could
pushing
right-click
forward.
to accept that while she was down, so that saved me a few seconds off what I would normally do. We're coming up here. We're going to get our first hunter quest.
I've
now, our
never
first hunter
given
quest
up
is
on
just to
any member
tame
of the
a
Alliance.
bird
I'm
or
not
a
about
boar
to
or a
start by feeling
porcupine.
Over here.
Or whatever happens to be around.
The
There's a
Quill
bird
Boy
right
are
there, so
conducting
that's what
some
we're going
sort
to
of
tame.
ritual. What can I do for you?
Or actually,
we don't have
we might
much
be able
time.
to do this boar here.
You'll have to learn fast.
No, the bird is going to be the right answer, because we can
I've taught you
almost
the
reach it.
basics.
There we
Now
go.
Find the beast and tame it.
I had to move slightly. Normally, we can actually do that right out the
That
gate, but
expedition
it's
is
fine
counting
here.
on us.
We're going to
Let's
now
go.
use
Those
our dash that
monsters
we
have
get
my
for being
son.
a hunter
Henry,
to run in
I
here, and we're going to
didn't
start
see
shooting
your
things.
ogres will.
And these
I
are going to
know.
be
I
take a few
raised him to
different forms,
overcome
so we're going to
any
get a lot of
challenge.
stuff on us. And you're going to be like, well, don't you need to kill all that stuff? And the answer is yes, but our bird is going to do a lot of that for us. Okay, this could have been a little bit cleaner, but this is still fine.
The Geolord.
Okay, we now get a dash. We now use our dash. We're going to come through here. We're going to kill Greycog. Now, we're running away as we kill Greycog, because we really don't need to wait around for it. Once we get over to here, we're going to be
You're
doing our
Captain
next
Garrett.
split.
Henry's mother. He always said you'd come for us.
Well, he was right. Now, where's the rest of the expedition?
I brought
Take this
along
button.
a miniaturized
Okay.
Scout-O-Matic 5000.
There's the F1. Okay.
Let's just unshoot
That I would
it.
normally split that
Whoops,
earlier.
too
We are
late.
actually
A
ahead,
slight
despite this saying 0-0.
adjustment, And
I accidentally hit the wrong key.
there.
So
Just
we're now
right.
coming up here.
Give it a
He's
try.
made a flying machine
Come
that we
in.
have to use it to scout.
It seems the
So we're going to
Scout-O-Matic
fly over these
5000's
guys, and
camera
there's going to be
is working
cutscenes
as
we're going to
expected.
skip. And that
It has a
cutscene
camera?
indicates that
Then
they are
why
trying
does
to
anyone
bring
need to
back
be
a
up there?
dragon from the dead.
As a backup, of course.
Ogres aren't the smartest
What if
people
the
in
machine
the
were to
aren't the smartest
break?
tools in the shed.
We wouldn't be able
Um,
to see.
And
I mean,
I don't think
doubt
they've realized that
anything
they
of
can't
the sort
control
will
an
happen.
ogre.
Just
Which
don't
they can't.
Toss it around too much.
But, sorry, they can't control a
Quiet.
dragon, which they can,
I
but we'll
see
get to
something.
that. So we're going to get a cutscene here, right about here, and we're going to skip it. And now we're going to fly back
They're
down. This is
bringing
the
a
time where I would
dragon
recommend some
back from the
donations be given,
dead?
actually.
How are we going to deal with that?
Because it's
We
a
have
good,
to
like,
stop the
30
sacrifice.
seconds of you just
But it would take an army
waiting
to get
to
through all
land.
of the undead.
Or science.
What's going to happen,
the
though,
resizer
is we're
can
going to
enlarge one
be
of the
taming,
nearby
we're going to be
boars
trying to use
so
these
it can
boars
trample all of those
to our
monsters
advantage.
flat.
So there's 3
We
boars
don't
right
have any
there.
other choice. My son's life
And
is
in
on
fact, we will be utilizing them quite nicely. So go ahead, go
Necromancy
here,
is nothing.
accept
but a
that
giant
quest.
boar
We're going to
coming
right-click
up.
on these guys.
Let's just calibrate
Because when
the
we right-click on them,
resizer.
we start using this ability. Now he's goring me because I
Whoops,
accidentally right-clicked
too
on him
small.
from too far a distance.
Let's
Gotta
see.
wait for the cooldown.
Turn this down.
Immediately on cooldown, we
Okay,
use the
try
ability
it now.
again. And then we gotta wait a couple more seconds, but we
that
can move
won't do
back
it
here, so
all.
we're barely in range to
Try
do it.
again.
He's gonna pop back up. He's gonna get
Eureka!
huge.
A giant boar!
And we're gonna go ahead and accept this
We'll
quest. He
deal with
runs
the
over
army.
here, and we
The
wait
rest
for
of
this
you,
to
push
finish
forward and
queuing
set
us
up
in.
camp once we clear
Hey,
the path.
Cobalt, welcome in. We're doing a demonstration. I spam right click until he lets me on. Now we're gonna use this boar to run over a bunch of stuff. So
Mother!
we're gonna hit
I
this
knew
one
you'd
over
save us.
here, and then flip to this. Get this big guy. Get this one here,
Order the boar to trample. It's
Get
the only
this
way to
one,
take down the larger ones.
and then turn back around and get this.
Something's happening
Did that
to
a
the boar.
little bit out
Hang
of
on,
order,
recruit.
but it does mean we're now at this place and don't have to run back on foot. It's all taken.
We've dealt with the undead. Now let's finish off that necromancer and save my son.
And in fact, we're gonna be right near.
Good riddance. Let's go check on Henry.
Mother, I'm sorry. I tried to fight the ogres, but they were too strong.
Henry,
Okay.
always
we are gonna
remember
have a
that you are
heart-touching
more
moment
than
of
your
a mother
mistakes.
rescuing her son.
Now, Private Garrick, I want a full situation report.
You're a true... Yes, Mother. Captain Garrick.
Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this quest right here. We're going to pop our boots on. We're going to take this quest.
Together,
it's just a,
we'll
it's
see
just
our
a
way
buy
through
and
this.
sell an item. So we're going to buy some jerky and we're going to sell this. Now, we're going to turn that quest back in.
Safe travels.
And we're going to use this to have a movement speed buff. And accept that quest, and then we're going to accept this one. The reason we accept that one over there
We have
is
to
that it
rescue my
kicks
friends.
them
Keela
moving
and I
to
will
where we
scout
need them
ahead.
to move
We'll
to,
meet you to
so
the
we don't have to wait on them when we get back around. Now, what that also means is that we get to run back up here. Now, there's an optional quest over to this side that we're going to do. You'd be like, it's a speed run. Why are you doing an optional quest? We get double speed for doing this quest. It doesn't explain well what the bonus from this is, but the actual bonus is that you get double movement speed. So we're going to take this quest, and it's going to have us go ahead and start moving around. We're going to dispel these traps on this light elemental. It's called a light spawn. It's functionally an elemental, but made of light, which is magic holy stuff. It's a whole thing.
Free me so I might recover and pass some of my power to you.
And we're gonna hop back on the mount here.
The spell is weakening. The light
Ready
returns
to
to me.
do our cut.
Freedom. You have
Cool.
my
We now have a movement speed buff. I don't know why I mounted up since I'm getting a movement speed buff anyway.
It seems
but,
the
you know,
harpies
I
are
digress.
holding one of your
We're gonna
people
turn in this
captive.
quest back to Henry, and then
That's
each
Merity,
of
our
these
mage.
people both have
We
a couple
have to
of quests
rescue
for
her.
us.
We will see this through.
Let's deal with those harpies.
Now what's going to happen is
I
we're
just
going
hope
to
Merity is
deal with
okay.
these harpies. Now we don't want to kill a bunch of them here because we have a wave-based thing that's going to kill the 10 we need to kill. They don't tell you that it's going to kill the 10 you need to kill. So normally you go through here and you kill a bunch of these guys, and then you go do the thing and realize, oh, I could have just done that. But you have to burn down these totems, and these totems are often guarded by the harpies that you would otherwise need to kill. So there's a whole thing there of it being a little annoying of you having kind of duplicated effort. That said, we're in pretty good shape. It doesn't look like there's a harpy spawned right here, or there is, but we can ignore it because we're going to get here and immediately start this one, and we're faster at doing this than the harpy is at aggro. So now we're going to run through here, and we are going to rescue this individual who is hurt. I actually don't know if this is going to count as me on track, but we're going to find out real quick. Oh, that did count. Okay, cool. That was really convenient. Somebody else had activated that fight, and we got in right at that time to be able to get the
I'll
kill
try my
in.
best to help.
That's what some excellent runs are made of. Now we're moving at double speed down this hill. And in fact, I can go ahead and brick harpies there. We head over to Spider Pit. But before we head to Spider Pit, we're actually going to do the first quest of the Hunter Quest, Mark. So Hunter Quest is Oh no. I didn't kill enough harpies. It's okay, we can still make up time. We can still make up time. I turned in all the quests except harping calling because we didn't kill enough harpies because we... Oh no. Okay, we'll see what happens here.
You would have been delicious.
And we just need one more harpy to kill, which is right here. Okay. So we'll head back now, and we'll see how this goes. Turn this in. Take this new quest.
We have to rescue my friend.
And we run back down here. We are now going to be able to start the Hunter quest a little bit later than I wanted to. We'll see how it goes. That's really frustrating to blow that RNG roll. Because I could have killed a couple more things and gotten the full advantage of it.
We saved Merity. All thanks to this recruit.
Good work. Now get some
Now
rest.
we're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do
I'll show you how to make
is
a
we are
trap
going
with it.
to take some items and make a snare trap, make a frost trap. And those items include some springs, some chain, and some magic. So, Merity gives us the magic, which is why we have to do that first. Now,
What are you gonna do
previously,
with it?
I hadn't done that section
Place your
first, and so I
freezing
couldn't
trap
set
within
this
the ogre
up
ruins.
before going to
The
spiders.
beast that's been stalking
So
our
we're going to set
camp
this,
should emerge.
and basically, at this point in time, what happens? Well, what happens is
Look,
that he takes a
there it
while
is,
to
caught
actually
it.
go get that dog, to go find what's in that trap and bring it back and let us continue the quest line. So instead, we're going to come over here,
I'm grabbing a pint when this blows over.
It's
and we're going to do this
Those
quest
survivors are counting on you.
rescue anyone you can find.
down here while he does that role play over there. Now, we're still making good time, and we'll see how this goes.
That's no
We're a
wild
little
animal.
behind where I'd like
It's
to be
one of the
now because of
beasts
having
that was
to do the
aboard
about
our
phase,
ship.
but we're
It
still
must have survived the
doing
crash.
okay. So, down this way, and we have to free 5 of these guys, and then there's somebody at the bottom that we're going to have to save. And then they're going to save us right after we save them. It's kind of poetic. So, get this one, shoot that, and my pet will finish them off. Would have been nice if they finished them off the previous time, but that's okay. Go down here, and we're going to hit level 9 off of this, which is actually really nice.
Is someone there? Help! Elune, guide them to me.
So, Hrun the Exile is
will
here,
harvest your life.
and we basically just gotta
And
kill
those
Hrun.
who sealed me in
Somebody
here
rolls
shall
through, helps us with the kill
burn.
for Hrun. We're gonna hit F1 here.
You
We're gonna
saved
ride
my
our way
life.
out.
Allow me to return the favor. Hop on. Ishnu Allah.
So she's a druid, which means we can turn it.
Please shield
She can
us
turn
from
into a deer
harm.
and let us ride her to safety. Now I wonder, if I'm Alliance, why do I have the Horde symbol on my back? It's a bow that I got from an event that can be used in this
Out of the
run.
way, little spiders.
So, we're coming through here, and one of the things that I get by having all these items equipped is I gain increased
These poor
health,
creatures. We
increased
cannot
health
stop to
regeneration out
help
of
them.
combat. So we're gonna come through here, and this would be a great time to read a donation, or 2 in fact, if you had 2 quick ones. Come up here. She does some really impressive jumps,
By the
frankly.
light, you're alive!
And as soon as we get off of her, we're going to go ahead and double up on
You
our
did a
Dark
good
Flame
job
and
saving those people and dealing with
Aspect of
those
Cheetah.
spiders.
Just
Those spiders were
absolutely
victims
gun our
too.
way down this mountain.
They just lost their home.
Turn these
Yeah.
quests in.
Well, I guess you could see it that way.
Okay, we're gonna dismiss our pet.
You
which I
need
should
to
have dismissed
dismiss
in the
your
process
courage.
there.
Let me know when
I'd
you're
like
ready.
to tame
Here
my
it
pet.
comes. Tame it, just like the one from before.
Ah, You were just telling me how much you hate spiders.
And we tame it
The
here.
light shines on all creatures. That does not mean I have to like them.
Fine work. Now you must
Stable and
learn
pet.
how
This
to
is where we would
place
name
your
a pet.
pets in a
And this
stable.
would actually be a great opportunity to
What can I do for you?
have
Ogres and
another incentive
necromancy.
to name the
Recruit,
hound.
you're with
You
us.
could also name the
The
bird or
rest of you
boar
stay
from
here
earlier,
with
but it's
me.
always going to be a hound here, so this is like the safer bet. Down that way, you can see the bear Killclaw the Terrible. That is another incentive I would like to include, potentially, is go tame the bear. The bear is really neat. The bear is a
We
unique
can't
model,
rest
nowhere
until we
else in the
stop the
game.
ritual.
What's on your mind?
But
Sophia
the bear is also out of the way.
Strange Kingdom? That means the illusion is working.
Now what's going to happen is
All
we're
right,
going to stand
recruit.
back up. We
Just
have this
act like
double
an ogre
speed.
and
We
get
still
us
have
inside the
3 minutes,
Citadel.
which is going to do us some
Don't
good.
use big words.
We'd have it for
In
6
fact,
if I
don't
hadn't
say
had
anything at
double
all.
back.
Just
We
smile
are
and
dressed
wave.
up as an ogre. We're disguised as an ogre.
More
We're bringing these people in chains
sacrifices.
as though we have captured
Go to
them.
cooking
It is a
bed.
clever ruse that they will not
Wave
see
at
through.
Gorgoth.
No,
Show
they really
what
won't
you
see through
got.
it.
Keep
We
moving.
walk up to him and we have to
Let's
wave.
see
What do
Now,
we have
we can also
here?
dance here, which
Take
will
them
be
to
which
the
I do
back.
really, more than
We'll
anything else, I want the
seal
wave,
them
I want
with
dance to be an
wardstones,
incentive.
like
So what's
we
going to happen is I'm
did
going to show you what dance
their
looks like.
leader.
But now imagine that all the other ogres join in, and then the ogres decide, oh, that's really fun. What if we
Captain Kilroy.
also danced?
No, no,
and then
no. How can we
they
break
made fun
these
of
seals?
us, and then we got
There
made
is
fun of
always
and
a way,
like, told to
Henry.
knock off by multiple people. So there, we showed you the dance. Gonna turn in this
Ogres
quest.
and Gorgroth
grab
mentioned
these
ward
quests.
stones. Find them so we can free the captain.
We hit
Huh?
N to
Time to get
activate
to
our
work.
beast mastery. This is our this is hunter specialization. So now we go here. We're going to grab these, and we're going to apply our changes, and we're going to immediately gun our way down this mountain again. Or gun our way down here. We have to kill 4. Sorry, we have to destroy 4 catapults. We have to kill 3 named ogres and 8 generic ogres. And the 3 named ogres that we have to kill are going to have stuff that we need to use. Now, the reason we took the time to put that on our bar is because it is our execute. It is critically important for a couple of spots coming up in the run. In fact, right here is a great example of it. We're going to go ahead and kill there. You can see Killclaw the Terrible right there that other person had. That is the pet that you will get if you kill that bear. Or if you tame that bear.
Sacrifices.
So
For
we mentioned earlier that the dog would be doing training for us. Here's a great example of it. It would be doing killing for us. This is a great example. Go ahead, tag those. Let my dog do the work. Come down here. We're gonna kill. We're going to destroy this catapult. Kill this ogre brute. And kill this catapult. Then, with that ogre dead, we're going to go over here. We're going to shoot this Shadowcaster. And I did not mean to fall, so that's not ideal, but we were going to move anyway. Kill this one here. And we now need to kill the guy inside here. We just gotta hope they're not dead. They're not dead yet, which is great, because I've come to the points in this run where this guy is already dead.
We keep sacrifice. You know, stop it. Me speak.
We got Grunk dead.
Too soon.
That's amazing. So we come through here. We're gonna pop our speed boost.
Me.
And we're gonna kill this one too. And then we run up here. And we're gonna head into what is the last phase of what is the last split of the run. But it's gonna take a couple seconds to get there. But we should be able to do it just fine. Mount would be good. Probably a little too late for it at this point. Actually, yeah, we can mount up. I didn't think to use it there, but we're still splitting early. Okay. We come up here, and what's going to happen is we have to use the ward stones to disable these runes. Once it gets to this point, I can move. You can actually move a little bit early, and the server will basically do the work for you. I was early on that one.
Thank you for saving me. But we still need to stop Golgroth.
Find group. That's an early split. Sorry, we're ahead. And now we're just going to gun through here and do things properly. So we have some people to help. We have a person to help us, which can be good or can be bad. So we're going to pull everybody in here and basically speed this up. So we have a rando here, and this is kind of the biggest RNG of the run. You know, the fact that at some point you're a little reliant on what the other guy does. But we did this quick. So now we get to go up here.
We've almost cleared the room. Keep pushing.
Heal so
This
that
place is
it
full of
starts
necrotic
cooling
energy.
down by the next time.
They must be close to reanimating the dragon.
And we're going to keep running up to here. Now this is where things get really dicey. We need to have somebody hit this, and what we want to do is we want to have Garrick and her, Captain Garrick and her son to do to kill these, to be ready to kill this stuff. But sometimes it just doesn't work. So we're coming through here. We have to kill Tunk. So Tunk is one of two bosses in this dungeon. And so
we haven't come. I'll keep his
normally you would see them on this map
Henry,
here.
you heal us up.
Doing it.
Understood,
But
Captain.
for whatever reason, it's not showing in this. Okay, I loot the body here, and I don't get what I'm looking for. But we do equip all of our gear, which I should have done earlier.
We've got Gorgoth cornered.
We're gonna run through here. Cool. Coming up here. We actually have 3 people in this dungeon, which is great, because it means we're gonna have people kind of burning the boss down. Now they do get a little bit more health because there's more of us in here, but this is still really good because it means more people can hit. Because they don't spawn any extra enemies, and that's the real limiter on this section, is being able to kill those enemies fast enough.
Now, everyone, for the Alliance!
Okay, we are going to do this, and the best part is we'll be able to heal right after this guy goes down. So he's going to sacrifice himself to get the dragon back up. We're going to take this sacrifice.
No!
And now we're going to go
He's
for all
completing the
dots
ritual!
on this.
Nothing happened. I think we stopped it.
Foolish ogre! You have given me nowhere near enough.
And you can see how quickly she's going down already. She's barely
Don't
stood
give
up,
up!
and she's
We
half
can
dead.
still win!
Pathetic mortals! Your deaths will nourish me!
We're already doing our execute. Cool, and now we are going to just leave instance group. We teleport out of dungeon. And now what's going to happen is we have to take a griffin out of here.
There you are. We've been trying to get through the storm to reach you.
So we're going to turn in this quest to Captain Garrick.
Together.
We're going to get a new quest. We're going to go here.
Hop on a griffin and
Hop on
fly
the griffin.
home to Stormwind.
You would have some time to read a couple more donations here because we have to just wait for this to go. Because the run does not end until I turn in an end to beginnings, which requires us to go through this section, through a loading screen, through a map, through a bunch of stuff, and just pray that it doesn't
In time,
mess us over.
the island will heal from their dark rituals.
Look on the horizon. One of our airships approaches.
A true testament to the strength of the Alliance. Come on, recruits. Let's go home.
And the thing is, it's not like true RNG in a lot of these places because it's not is something, you know, it's what other players are doing. So yes, it's random, but it's not even random number generation. It's random player generation. Okay, we're loading through here. We go to the Eastern Kingdoms map. We hope that the game decides to be nice this time. Come on. Don't do this to me. Loading. Skip the cinematic. Loading. And we right-click to turn in the quest.
Good to see you,
and that's the
recruit.
run.
Feel free to explore
Thank you
the
very
city
much. I
with
hope you'll
Lendy while I
consider
report
this.
to King Rin. I'll send word
This
once
is
we
the
hit
new
our next
route
mission.
that I will be using for the actual run at the event. There's some definite time save still in this for me. But we got